Hey guys, I'm back with another weekly chat video. How are you guys doing this first full week of January? I am doing very well, and let's get started with this chat. Okay, so first thing that I want to talk about, I have finished my tax prep work. Woohoo! The only thing I'm waiting on is the W-2 or W-4, one of those two. I get them mixed up. I know what each one of them is, I just don't remember what number goes with it. I'm waiting on that, and then my church also sends out letters for giving, how much you gave that year, because those are tax deductible, whatever you've donated to a church charity. Things like that. So that's all I'm waiting on, and then I'll be able to file my taxes. Woohoo! Yes. Let's see. Another thing I did this week was organize I save everything that I order online. I save all of those boxes because you never know when you're going to need them to ship eBay packages in or just other things. So I organized all those. Those have all been put away. And yes, thank goodness, they were cluttering up space. And currently I'm not ordering anything, so I don't have any boxes coming in, but I don't think I need to save any more in the near future if I were to order stuff, because I got a bunch. And then I've also got the free post office boxes, so that's happening. Since I mentioned eBay right off the bat, I don't want to dwell on it very long, but it has really slowed down. I've sold one thing in probably since before Christmas, and I sold it this week, so glad about that, but it has slowed down. But this weekend I plan on adding some more stuff. That is my goal for this weekend, is to get more stuff added to eBay and make some more sales. So that's what I'm hoping to get accomplished this week. I brought a couple things to show you. This first thing right here this is Bread Bible. My church gave these out last Sunday to anybody who wanted one on Sunday morning. They said if you want a Bible, they were giving them away. Just come up to the front, and literally it was like a rush to the front because everybody wanted to get a Bible. So this is a 1-year Bible, and I thought it was kind of interesting. I don't know if it's going to show up or not. I know you can see some writing, but it says 366 daily readings. So this is leap year, so it was made for leap year. Of course you can reuse it. You just need to read an extra day. But they're broken down into days of the week or days of the month. So it has scriptures for every single day. That way you can finish it in 1 year. I thought this was an amazing thing to do for the church to give away. I can't even imagine how much this cost them, but I'm so thankful I was able to get one of them as well. Of course, I've got my other Bible, and I also read a lot off my phone, but thrilled about this, and I have started. There's my bookmark right there. Glad about that. So I want to thank my church for giving those out. Very excited about that. Okay, I set a goal this first full week. I realize it's not the first week of January, but the first full week of January, not to drink any type of soda whatsoever. It has been difficult. Today's Friday. I'm on my 5th day of it, so I was going to not drink any Monday through Friday. I was going to allow myself to have some on Saturday. It has been a huge struggle. Giving up the caffeine, I'm not really giving up caffeine, but that hasn't been as bad as just not having, I guess, that carbonation, but I hate just plain carbonated water with no flavoring in it. I can't stand that. I've tried it before, hate it. So there's just something about soda that I love. I drink a lot of Cherry Coke Zero and Sprite Zero, so I'm really missing the Sprite Zero this week. I went, if you watched my vlog of Radnor Lake and the Dragon Park, I also want to say thank you so much for the lovely comments. I'm getting so many comments that are so lovely. Thank you guys for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm trying to get better with vlogging, but anyway, I think I said in that video I was either on my 4th or 5th day with no caffeine. I ended up going 5 days with no caffeine. I had caffeine one day, then went 3 more with no caffeine, and then I had caffeine this past Sunday, and now I have not had any sodas whatsoever since Sunday. So it has been a struggle, I will tell you. Not having something, it is like, oh, I've been drinking so much water. I've had anywhere, I'm going to say more than 2 liters, but probably not as much as 3 liters, but I would say maybe 3 liters, I don't know, but I would say between 2 and 3 liters of water every day. I am allowing myself to drink a little bit of milk. I think I had milk one day. But that's been going. I'm ready for my Sprite Zero, and I will admit Cherry Coke Zero. So anyway, that's been going on this week. I'm looking down at my notes. I read an interesting article. If I can find it again, I will try to link the link below of it. But it was called How to Time Travel. It had nothing to do with going back in time, anything like that. So, but it caught my eye. I was like, what is that about? But it actually talked about how time traveling, I'm sorry, I was misreading my notes. It actually tells how traveling can make your life seem longer. The writer stated he couldn't remember routine things that just happened every single day. He mentioned that he rode a school bus in his, when he was in school, so many days a year. He said he knew he rode it, but he had no recollections of specifically riding that bus or specific things that happened on a bus ride. But when his family took trips, he had wonderful memories. Those really stood out in his mind. And I got to thinking about that in my personal life. That is so true. The thing that you get in a routine that you do every single day, do you recall really certain things? Unless something interesting stood out, you may have something sad or something funny, something that may have made you angry. Those things may stand out in your mind. But as far as just a routine day, can you really remember if you think back last week or last month, last year? I got nothing other than, yeah, I know I probably did certain things. And so I really want to travel more. I'm going to be talking about that in a later video that's going to come up in I don't know when, but I pre-recorded it, but it's coming up later, but about traveling more. At least that I want to travel some this year. And so I just thought that article was interesting. So if I can remember, I'll read it. It's kind of short. It's just like a little blog, really. Another thing that I want to learn how to do this year is how to do time-lapse videos. Now, I've taken a lot of photography classes. It's been a while since I've taken those, but to do a time-lapse photo, you just have to set your camera and keep the shutter open, and you can put it on a timer. So I know how to do a time-lapse photo where if you want to see the stars moving, you would need to go somewhere where there's not a lot of light pollution and basically just go away where there's not a lot of street lights, porch lights, things like that. You would put the camera on a tripod. You must keep it stabilized because if you don't keep it stabilized, you're going to get camera shake and it'll look like the photo's blurry because you cannot hold a camera still more than just a few seconds. You may not think you're moving, but you will move. So you need a stabilization, a tripod, or set it on something where it's not going to move. Point the camera, whatever object you want to look. If you want to point it straight up at the sky at night and show the stars, it will look like the stars are moving because the earth is rotating. So you could do a time lapse for like an hour. If it's a photograph, it will be one photo where the shutter is opened for that long. Now, we were talking about those when I was using actually film and not digital camera, but I think it would absolutely work the same way for digital. I can't imagine why, but time-lapse videos, those are so cool. I've been seeing some videos that are doing those. I love it, but you're going to need to do it with things that are moving, like the clouds, people, cars, stars. Don't just sit it on an object that doesn't move, because what would be the point in that? But something I want to learn how to do this year and maybe add it to some vlogs. Okay, a new word or a new phrase that I've been hearing. They're actually in older videos from last year, 2015, but Insta-mission. We're going on an Insta-mission, and that's like to take an Instagram photo. I don't know, I just thought it was kind of funny. Insta-mission. So, yeah. Don't you just love these chats, just my rambling things that just occurred to me this week. Let's see. Discovered these almonds this week. These are the Blue Diamond Bold Honey Dijon almonds. I am in love with these things. I normally do not like nuts of any kind. I just don't eat them. Almonds are about the only one I can stand. Maybe cashews, but pretty much just almonds, maybe cashews. I won't touch any other type of nuts, just don't like them. Not allergic, anything like that, just don't care for them. These are amazing. I absolutely love these, and I've become addicted to them. So I don't know how many calories it says. Let's see. 1 ounce, about 28 almonds, has 170 calories, if anybody is curious. So got those at Publix. I'm sure any grocery store, shopping center that are shopping supermarket, well, that sells those almonds will have Blue Diamond will have the honey mustard if you're interested. Okay, so what are your thoughts? Did anybody hear about the micro beads being outlawed in the United States? It just kind of snuck up on me. I saw something on Facebook and I thought, is this for real? And so I went and looked at, sure enough, micro beads have been outlawed in the United States. And it's products, say certain face cleansers. I know Clean and Clear has one. The microbeads kind of like burst when you use them. Those products have been outlawed in the United States. I don't know if they've been pulled off the shelves. They said they were clogging up the oceans and sea life was dying from it, and I guess other things may have been happening as well. I don't know the studies. I know nothing else about it. I don't know what type of study's been done. I'm assuming it's true, but I didn't know if anybody had heard any more about it, what your thoughts were. Just curious about that. I thought it was interesting. Let's see. I think I've got, let's see. Yep, I think that's it for the week. So I kind of want to end it with some YouTube advice. I've tried to start doing this in videos, stuff that I have learned from YouTube in my going on, man, will it be 3 years? I think it'll be 3 years in April. Yeah, I think so. 3 years in April. I have to check to be sure when I've started. This channel is almost 2. It'll be 2 next week. This channel will be 2 years old next week on the 12th. Check next Wednesday's video out. I believe Wednesday's the 13th, but check that video out. You may like that video. I'm just saying. But I want to give some YouTube advice just to help, because I know several of you have mentioned that you're interested in starting a YouTube channel, or you may have started one, and just some stuff that I have learned in it. So I decided to start adding YouTube advice to these chat videos. So one thing I have noticed, some people will speak in a monotone, and that gets very boring. You do need to speak, I think, in a clear, concise manner as much as possible. Try to enunciate your words. I know I can talk really fast sometimes, and I mispronounce things. There's not much I can do about the mispronouncing, but obviously I could try to work on that, but who cares really. But I was watching, somebody asked me to watch a video, and when people do that, sometimes I will go check out their channels and watch it. But this person spoke in a monotone, and I didn't say anything to the person because it's like, do you want to say something and hurt their feelings or not? I don't want to do that. But it was so boring because of the monotone that the person was in. Their inflection in their voice never changed. They didn't look excited. It was just like, oh my goodness. And it was like, what do you say to somebody? Because you know it's going to hurt their feelings. So that's kind of why I'm saying it in this chat video. I don't know if the person will know it is him or her, but I just wanted to throw that out there. Really avoid that monotone. Try to look excited. Don't look like you're bored to tears. And sometimes you really don't feel like filming, and if that's the case, don't film the video if you don't feel like it. And on that note, I want to use this as a segue and say, keep some videos in your video bank, so to speak, because I like to have videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. That's what I've been doing for a year now, and then I started these chat videos later in the year. So I know with my chat videos, I film them every Friday morning unless my schedule changes. Sometimes it happens and I can't get to it. But I try to do it every Friday morning. So with the chat videos, if I'm not feeling well, you may see it in the video. I'm feeling great today. But you may see it in the video. But whereas the scheduled Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos, if I'm not feeling well on a certain day and I can't, and I just don't want to film and I know it's going to look awful, if you keep some videos in your bank, your video bank, you can have those scheduled when you're feeling better. So that is another suggestion, to have several videos, maybe 4 or 5, 3, 4, 5. That way, if you're not feeling well one day and you know you've got to get some videos up for that week, you will already have some pre-recorded, and your subscribers won't be able to tell that you just don't feel good and you're in a bad mood. So that is some YouTube advice. There was something else that I wanted to mention, is that there is a snowball effect to YouTube in a couple different ways. So as it is difficult, I will tell you, to start getting subscribers. Number one, nobody knows who you are. Number two, when you first start out, most people, the majority, not everybody, but most people's videos aren't that great. I speak from experience. I'm not saying they're wonderful now, but they're so much better compared to what they were when I first started. So on that note, it is difficult to get subscribers, but as you start getting those subscribers and as your channel starts growing, you may see a snowball effect where you're jumping by a lot of subscribers. It takes a long time to get there. I have had burst of those that happen throughout my time on YouTube, and then it'll slow back down for me. But usually when you start seeing a pickup, I will be honest with you, it's around a giveaway. Just throwing that out there. Let's be honest right now. If you want to get some more subscribers, usually a giveaway is extremely helpful. I love doing giveaways. I don't do them just to get subscribers. I honestly love doing them. But also, you do get subscribers from them. Just throwing it out there. So there's a snowball effect to that. But as people's channels start getting really big, I have noticed it with other people, especially Zoe Sugg. I started watching her channel before she hit 1 million subscribers. That was maybe 3 years ago. I think her channel is up to like 7, 8, 9 million. I don't even know where it is right now. So in less than 3 years, she went from 1 million all the way up to close to 9. She may be at 9 million. I don't remember. So there is that snowball effect that I'm talking about. So that happens with YouTube. And also, another way that a snowball effect can happen is if a famous YouTuber will mention your channel and send people over there. So somebody that may have just started, if they kind of connect with a more famous person, their channel will grow really fast. So a lot of times they will say, if you can do a collab with somebody, that is very helpful. But trying to get one of those more famous YouTubers to do a collab can be very difficult. And I don't know how to make that happen, but I just thought I would throw that out there for my YouTube advice for the week. So I'm going to end this video now. I hope you all have had a blessed and wonderful week. I will chat with you next week. Bye, everybody.